Let's go live over here. Over here. What's up with the YouTube? You already know what it is. United We Fly Family, 930 Boys, alarm clock of greatness with your who? Your KC Fam, Moon Rock Focus. What's up with it, everybody that's tapping in over here on TikTok? You know, we do a simulcast. So if it's something that you liked in this show that you want to go back and see again, all you got to do is hit that link in my bio and it'll take you right to my YouTube. You already see what we're going to talk about today. Too Many Tuesday. And I know for the newcomers, y'all like, yo, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? I'm going to talk about how many of us have been blessed. How many of us have been blessed in so many lanes, not just the financial lane. And it seems like don't nobody want to bless others. It's like you take that bless and then you run with it. So that's what we're going to talk about. If this is for you, stay tapped in. If it's not, go ahead and turn that TV off. Go to the next channel. What's up with it? Got my brother in the building, Sing Markets over here on TikTok. We are having too many Tuesdays. Too many Tuesdays, meaning it's too much time that's going by that we not all about giving. How long we just gonna talk about it? How long are we just gonna talk about it? I've been so blessed. I got this, I got that. I came through this hard time. I did this, I did that. But you don't want to help nobody else that's going through that. Anybody that understands us being programmed should understand that the system is not made for nobody to be successful. So if you find some way to success, you should not gatekeep that. You should be wanting to give more of that. And it should be naturally that you want to give love, that you want to be 100% caring person. You're not a backdooring type mentality having person. You understand what we go through as melanated people, Black people, all the separation that we have across America over all these man-made things that you can be involved in, that you shouldn't be so involved in that it keeps you from blessing your brothers and your sisters. What we doing over here, TikTok, I wasn't going to say nothing, but it's all about engaging. If you in here, double tap that screen. This is the same problem that we have out here off these TikTok streets and off the internet streets, is we don't want to engage. Double tap that screen over here, show some love. Over here on YouTube, drop down in the comments, put something in the comments. But too many of us have been blessed for us not to be blessing one another naturally. And if it's through an app, just showing love, double tap that screen over here. What's up with y'all? How was your day today? How you doing? Are you rocking in greatness? A lot of our biggest problem is the energy that we're rocking in is all fake. We're not really happy. We're not really feeling like what we want to show we feel like. We want to dress up when we're down. We don't want to be honest with self. We don't want to hold each other accountable. You want to hold somebody else accountable, but you don't want to hold yourself accountable. Come on, y'all, double tap that screen. Double tap that screen over here. Engage. But this is the too many that I'm talking about. Too many of us are too blessed in a way to not be able to give out simple love of tapping the screen, whether it's sharing, whatever it may be that comes with that app that allows you to engage more than just watching. It's too many of us that just want to watch. And it is the same way outside. It is the same way offline. Everybody online that do shows, 85% of them, they talk. And y'all watching. Where's the action? Most of them aren't giving you any type of motivation or inspiration for action. They're not. It's too many of us that just want to watch. We want to listen. We don't want to hear. We don't want to be motivated to an action. The violence is at an all-time high. It's too much violence out here. So where's our love level that offsets that and then beats that in the beginning, middle, and the end? Where's all this love? Everybody's out here screaming, I want love. I want this. I want that. Where is your love at? I feel like the biggest problem we are having is no one wants to hold their self accountable for not being that great lover, for not being that one that understands life. Come on, y'all, double tap that screen over here on TikTok. Y'all pouring in here. Just double tap that screen. And if it ain't for you, go on and bag out. Show some love. It's the same amount of time it takes for you to show love that should be given naturally. Like to put your blinker on before you get over in another lane, knowing there's traffic over there. It only takes a second to show that love. That's the same way with double tapping the screen or dropping something in the comments and being engaging. It's too many of us that find so many reasons not to be engaging naturally in nothing that we need to be engaged in. We need to be engaged in as a people, unified, to open up some YMCAs, to give some resources to the young life other than just here and there. It should be so many of those places for you to go, not just for them to be someplace, but someone that's there that cares. It's too many of us that got the money. It's too many of us that got the power. It's too many of us that work in a position that you could be really be giving, but you choose not to. It's too many on this Tuesday, and it really every day. Too many today, though. We're going to talk about it too many Tuesday, because that's going to stay stuck in your head. We're going to play with that, something that you can remember so you can get something out of this show. It's too many of us that don't want to be on a heightened level of loving. It's too many of us that want to be miserable. The ones that are miserable, it's so many of us that just want to sit online and promote shows that's about misery, knowing that everybody is going through it. There's a lot of lonely goddesses. There's a lot of lonely gods out here, men and women that don't have nobody to hold them and hug them in that type of way. It's too much of that going on because there's too many of us making excuses not to engage and receive that love. Too many of us is chasing a bag. Too many of us is chasing a woman. Too many of us is chasing a man. And you shouldn't have to chase none of that. You don't have to chase any of that. You can attract that. Too many of y'all are carrying negative energy. Too many of y'all are carrying not positive energy at all. At all. Too many of you don't care about life. You don't care about your life. You don't care about health is wealth, not wealth is health. You don't care about none of that because you've been blessed to maybe not have to go through got to work out every single day. You got the bag. You ain't got to go work a 9 to 5. You ain't got to miss time with your young life. So you feel like it's okay for you just not to give a flying fuck about anything. Your life is good. When you look at someone else that has less than you, it's too many of y'all that act like it's their fault. You can't blame it on nobody. You got to blame it on a system that was built for none of us. A system that is hard on each and every one that comes in touch with just living life and being blessed with life and living here. I want to thank all y'all for tapping in. For the ones that are just joining in, you already know what it is. United We Fly Family, 930 Boys, alarm clock of greatness with your KC Fam Moon Rock Focus. And we having Too Many Tuesday. That is the discussion. Everybody's going to be caught up in Taco Tuesday. It's too many of y'all that's all we can do unified. It's too many of us that can go Taco Tuesday. But when we going to have unity, period? When are we going to come together and resolve 95% of the problems that are in everybody's household, all the way pouring out into the streets, all the way into the corporate world? When are we going to stop it? When are we going to stop having so much fun that we can't be serious and, and handle things that need to be handled? We're finding too many excuses to not do what's great. Everybody's caught up. It's too many of y'all that just want to do good. Y'all just want to do good. Like there's not another level to reach to. There's a greater level to reach to. But y'all like, I'm cool with that. I'm not going to be worried about this. I'm not going to do none of that at all. I'm going to just sit up here and do what everybody else is doing. I'm going to do what the masses is doing. I'm going to get myself to a point to where I don't have to worry about no money, no nothing at all. And I'm not going to worry about anybody else that's struggling maybe the same way I did. I'm not going to give no love. I'm not going to drop no jewels. because I got enough money right now that I ain't got to worry about none of that. I got the bag. It's too many of y'all that been blessed with the bag that then turned your back on your hood, where you came from, the people that raised you, the people that loved you when you didn't have nothing. It's too many of y'all calling that a hater that'll call that out. It makes no sense that so many of us are successful in so many different ways, whether it be with the wisdom, the knowledge, the enlightenment, the alignment, but masterfully, we don't want to give that out. It's too many of us that want to gatekeep. It's too many thugs out here. It's too many hoes out here. It's too many excuse makers out here. It's too many crybabies out here. It's too many pity partiers out here. When is it going to be too many of us that want to be unified? When is it going to be too many of us that want to do nothing but love our brothers and sisters? When is it going to be too many of us that don't care if you only got 3 people watching you? You knowing that you putting that greatness in the air. You putting that greatness out there in the ether. And you're not worried about what man's going to do. You know that God got you. When is it going to be too many of those out here? When is it going to be too many people that on these apps, they actually use them correctly? Because you can be mad, you can be sad, you can cry, you can show love, or you can show anger. You can even get it in the comments and engage. And we don't see that we have a communication problem that comes from all the programming that we keep deep throat and we keep digesting and we keep falling in love with it. And then everybody is mad and hit dogs start hollering when you start calling out the things that too many of us is doing. It's too many older goddesses out here getting BBLs in the midst of telling their daughter to love themselves. But you don't love what God made you and unique like being. Come on now. I appreciate that, KBZ. Thank you for tapping in, my brother. Thank you so much. Preach you for engaging, bro. You know I'm following. But y'all got to understand, whether 1 or 2 are gathered together, God is in its midst. That greatness in this midst. What's up with it? The goddess Renika Rain is in the build. You will never catch me where there's a whole bunch of people. I'm introvert when it comes to that, being around a whole bunch of evil. I don't want to be around that. I think I've been around that too much. Ain't you been around that too much? 2 times too much? Ain't you tired of that? Why are we just so caught up in doing everything unified that's against what we should be doing? And it's too many of us that choose to go that route. Too many of y'all been blessed your life. You've been blessed to be here. Too many of us got this hood story of not having a mother or a father or this, or your guardian was on a substance or something like that. Too many of us got that story, but we don't have that turn pain to gain for real mentality. I'm going to turn this pain into gain. I'm going to make sure that nobody else has to go through this. A lot of you older people my age, y'all scared to go outside. You scared of your young life. But in the midst of you praying and running up in the church, that's the only time you come outside. There's too many of y'all living weak. That's a weak way to live. If you really believe in that, God got you, whatever Jesus or creator you pray to. If you gonna give them your all, you will give your gas money, your light bill, and food money up to that church. So you better be believing what the fuck they telling you. And I'm here to tell you that it's too many of y'all that don't even understand what you're being taught at church. On top of them not educating it, why it's teaching us anything. At least having the mind capacity or the mindset to be able to receive different. It shouldn't be so hard for us to love self. It's too many that don't want to love self. So you chase the bag and everything so somebody will love you. It's too many of y'all asking somebody else to love you, and you don't even love yourself. A prime example of that, you'll have the most beautiful woman and her toes be all fucked up. She don't like her feet and she don't care, so she just not gonna take care of her feet. So now she's just beautiful from head to ankle. And you brothers that act like you don't need to do some work on your toes also. Make it make sense that it's too many of us that don't want to unify, but that's what your mouth talks all the time. Unity, unity, unity. We need to do this. This is what we need to do. But y'all have no action. No action. There's no motivation of yourself. You're not inspiring and pushing and applying pressure to yourself to be a greater woman, to be a greater man. We all caught up in making excuses why there are no good men and why there are no good women. That's all we talk about. It's too many of us want to hold that conversation. I am a great man. You are a great woman. You were made in God's unique like being. You are not more than just a woman. You are a goddess. You are more than just a man. You are God. Why are all of our conversations on the weakest part of us? Make it make sense. It's too many of us that want to be caught up in human emotions. Like they're acting like tomorrow is promised. Oh my, I love that comment. I gotta go ahead and pin that in the comment. Acting like tomorrow is promised. It's too many of y'all. It's too many of y'all that like teeter-totter and the greatness because you think you gotta go to church to be a great person. You think you gotta be a part of this to be a great person. You were made in God's unique like being, so you don't think that that's better than good, that that's greatness? That you should have a heightened level of the way that you think about yourself? You don't think so? Not at all, nowhere, nothing in you gives a damn about life at all. You telling me that it's that many of us that do not care about life, not even the generation after us? But if that's the case, then stop thanking for being here. Because it was the generation before you's teachings that got you here. But it's too many of y'all that don't see that blessing. It's too many of y'all that just don't care because you got the money, you got the BBL, you got the clothes, you got the car. So you don't think it's anyone out here that needs some of your guidance because you were guided. You don't think it's anyone out here that needs some of your love, your unique love. You just gonna be single all your life, goddess. You gonna be abstinent in every word in the book instead of believing that you are greatness. And there's a great man out there waiting to treat you like the goddess that you are and allow you to treat him as the God he is. It's too many of us that take that route. It's too many of us that want to beat ourselves up like you've been so wrong. No, you were taught wrong and you were taught to think that that wrong was right by thinking that you are only of the flesh. You are more than that. Don't nobody want to tell you that, even when they reach that level. Too many gatekeepers. I keep saying that. Too many gatekeepers. Too many selfish people. Too many people that really don't want love. They just want their cheeks clapped. That's all they care about. How do all the women don't care about the other women? They in competition if the woman got a man or if she don't. Why don't the women help the women so we wouldn't have so many whores and sluts out here? Let's just keep it 100. Whores and sluts out here. We wouldn't have all that. Why don't the brother, the men, the warriors, the gods, why don't they help out the other warriors, the young warriors? So we wouldn't have so many fools sliding for nothing. You be bending the block and slide your ass right into getting locked up or not here no more. Why is it so hard for us to know that? We act like it's hard for us to know that. As much as we watch the news, as much as we see what's going on in our communities, in our neighborhoods, it's too many that choose to ignore the truth, which is our truth. It's too many of y'all that's just so bored that you're going to be caught into all the negative all day, every day. That's all you can watch. When you watch something like this, it's like an exorcism is happening to you. When you hearing greatness, it's like an exorcism is happening to you. You wig out. You done help the programmer program you some more. You can't be in touch with nothing but negative. When you around positive, you start wilding out. There's too many of y'all out there like that. It's too many of y'all that won't hold yourself accountable for someone telling you your truth. And I'm talking to the energy that you're letting yourself be engulfed in. It's negative. Where's even the balance at? Where's even you being a great human in the flesh? That means can you know how the flesh can hurt, can get hit. Y'all don't use your blinker, y'all don't use courtesy when y'all on the roads, nothing at all. It's too many of us that think that's what life is all about. In the midst of you praying, in the midst of you attending a mega church, in the midst of you having all the things of this world being blessed, it's too many that don't want to naturally bless others in any lane. You podcast queen, you podcast king. You know all about the algorithm and working these different platforms, and you won't even give that information to someone that's close to you in your life that has a message because you see that to be competition to you. There's too many with these big old egos. It's too many women with these big old fake booties and these fake egos because it came from you having a fake booty. Too many of these brothers out here with all this fake mindset of money is what's going to get me love. What's up with it, Jamar? Thank you for tapping in, my brother. It's too many Tuesday. I want you to think about it's too many blessings that we have been given. If you don't get nothing from this live and this show and you can't stay, this is what I want to stick with you. It is too many blessings that we have been given as a people for us to be where we're at right now. Look at all that we support. Look at all that we support. Everything we support is not for us. It's not helping us. We can't even have a vacation in our city where you're raised at, where you're living at right now. You saving your money to go somewhere where it's peaceful. Why can't we invest our money here and make this peaceful also? And then that's just icing on the cake when you visit your brothers and sisters. And all of us around America have this same mindset that our communities are going to be peaceful. Our communities are going to be beautiful. You got a job. You've been blessed to be in that position, whether it be politics or whatever it may be. It's too many of us in these positions that's not doing shit. But we find the love to give to them. And I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. It's too many of us that really don't give a damn about the violence level and really don't give a damn that it's our young life. This is ours. Let's talk about ours. Let's not always have to compare. We know what they're not going to show. We know they're going to put the limelight on us all the time when we doing things against us. But that doesn't mean that we can't apply pressure on what we are doing to us. Let's stop it. Let's give them a real great show. Let's show them some unity. Let's show the beautification in our hoods, everything. Let's show them us applying pressure because we understand that it's up to us to hold ourselves accountable for being so accepting of being disrespected. How long are we going to be disrespected? It's too many of us that choose to be disrespected and think, you really fucking think you're not still being disrespected just because you got some money? Oh my goodness. Do you really think that? That just because you got some type of position, high position in this flesh, that you are still respected? What makes you think that? We see examples every single day. They'll pull over their own, and just because they not this complexion, guess what happens? They get treated not like shit. It's too many of us that's cool with our people being in power positions and not doing shit. But you want me to salute you. You want to call me a hater when I call out the fact that you were in a position to change so much and you choose not to. You the worst. You worser than the enemy we had beforehand. That's not my enemy no more. It's you, my brother and my sister. The same one that get mad at me when I respond to your ignorance by saying you was blessed too, bitch. You don't have no problem with Martin and them cussing on Bad Boy, so you shouldn't have a problem with me cussing on some great shit. You was blessed too, bitch. So many times that you didn't even know you was being blessed because you don't see that to be a blessing. You think it's your money, your job, your BBL, your lace front, your Hellcat, your Demon, your Urus, your McLaren, your $1.2 million house, or whatever it may be. You think that's all? That's what got you doing what you doing? Because it ain't. It's being blessed with the breath of life from the creator to the most high. It don't make no sense how it's so many of us that is against saying grand rising. Grand rising just sounds motherfucking greater than good morning. When you greet me with a good morning, why do you have to have coffee in your hand? When you greet me with a grand rising, you greet me with love and light and abundance. We blessed. We here another day. We up now. What are you talking about? But it's too many of us that is just caught up in everything that's not even sustaining of life. Make it make sense. What's up with it, Devontae? What's up with it, family? How you been, my brother? How you been? Yeah. Think about that. Too many of us. Too many of us that won't speak up to ones that you may know personally that are in power positions. It's too many of us that won't speak truth. Why do you think it's so many people that's lonely and not in a relationship, not don't even have a friend? What's up with it, Gavin? What's up with it, Big Dog? Why? There's too many of us that don't want to speak truth. Too many of us that don't want to be honest. So it's okay that that person disrespects you. I want all of us to see how all of us disrespect our rights as the people because we won't even unify to even set forth anything that can even be justified. I'm hanging in there, still working and in college. I pray and be positive. Absolutely, bro. You got this. You got this. You're going to come up out of college with flying colors, bro. You're going to earn everything you want to earn, bro. All you got to do is just stay focused. Stay focused, focused, focused. Positive thoughts all the time, bro. All of that. Anything you think to put you down, do 10 push-ups. Turn that pain to gain. If you have a negative thought, do push-ups. Turn pain to gain. Do not let it get you down. You start reprogramming yourself not to be so held stagnant by the emotions that we are allowed to have in this crazy world. You vibe higher. That's all I'm saying. Find any way to keep yourself vibing higher. Your idle time, your rights, your music, your poetry, or anything like that. You get into that. Just vibe higher. Be a great person. Yeah, bro. Absolutely. I'm here for you, family. You be that, family. Just continue to vibe higher. And also get it for yourself. That's one thing I tell you, young brothers out here and young sisters. Get it for yourself. I'm not telling you to go against your mother, your father, or nothing like that, but get it for yourself. You have to find what works for you. And it takes you so long to find that because we're bound and within our teachings to follow. Understand that this path is only your path. You got to know if you can come up the rough side of the mountain. Somebody else can tell you how they came up the rough side of the mountain, but you still gonna have to be the one to get up your rough side of the mountain. So you need to know what shoes is right for you, what gear you gotta have. You gotta be all conditioned gear. But it's too many of us that want to give theirs and not give nothing that's for us, for the all of us. Everybody want to get a pat on their back for this. I was the first one to do this. I did this. I did that. You should be honored that another leader will pick up some of your ways and elevate with that. It's too many of us that don't think that way naturally, and that's the problem. It's too many of us that do want to follow. And the ones of us, it's hard because it tugs at you because you thinking you got to go that way too. You got to be that way too. No, you don't. Get it for yourself. Love you for yourself. It's too many of y'all. I appreciate you for telling me that, bro. I appreciate you because I surely be working. I surely be working on it, and I do got it. I do got it. I thank you for telling me. We're gonna work on that. But it's so much up to you to get it. When you follow. Look how many years you follow. You just follow. And then you look at yourself and you like, you're like fucking 50 something. You like 50 years old. You got me over here twisting buttons. You over here and you like 50 years old. And you done follow so much. You done follow so much. Make it make sense. Make it make sense that you have followed so much that you about 50 years old and you done soaked in everybody's too much. You done soaked in everybody's too much. We gonna do it like this. YouTube. I don't know how y'all getting it over here, but my team is telling me we getting a super hecka echo. So, all right. So we just gonna go ahead and deal with what we got. We gonna deal with the echo. We gonna have to deal with the echo. We gonna get it. We gonna get it every day. It's different. We gonna get it. We getting it right. But don't miss the message. Don't miss the message, though. Remember, we too many Tuesdays. Don't get caught up in the too many. Don't get caught up in the too many that are not good. Too many that are not using their resources, not using their money, not using their wisdom, not using their knowledge. Don't get caught up in that. If you're seeing it now to be too many of us that want to be violent, too many of us that want to clout chase, too many of us that want to use different platforms to speak. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, I shouldn't have messed with it at all. I shouldn't have messed with it at all. Yeah, see, y'all gonna make me stop leaving my mic alone. Y'all gonna have to deal with it. But like I was saying, the too many. You don't want to be in the too many crowd. If it's too many people over there, if it's too much negative over that way, you don't need to go over there. You need to get you. Love you too much before you ask someone else to want to love you too much. Before you put yourself in a situation complaining that someone doesn't love you enough. Do you love you too much? You do have permission to love yourself too much. In 2025, we need that little extra. That's not ego. That's not being conceited. That's nothing at all. That's nothing at all. So, see, y'all got my moderator in here getting real mad with y'all messing with the mic. My moderator is getting real upset with y'all. But see, y'all, I'll be trying to bring y'all the greatest. We're going to keep getting better with using the equipment that we got. But it'd be too much of that, too. It'd be too much of that, too. I just have to say it. I've never seen nobody stand up in any church and correct the pastor on anything. If he misspelled something, if he misenunciated something, no one that has money or in a position that y'all like crazy, do y'all ever stand up and correct? Y'all just accept the message. A pastor could preach a whole message in a mega church and his mic never worked, and not one of y'all would say that. Y'all would sit there content and give up some of your rent money after church when the offering plate go over. So we got to get out of that too many. Are you getting the message? Are you getting what the too many didn't get? You got to really get it for yourself. Get it for yourself. Do I feel it for me? Do I feel happiness for me? Do I feel greatness in me? If I get back home and I'm not feeling great about myself, whatever energy I was around, I don't need to be caught up in that too much no more. I don't need, you got to go places. I get that. You got to be in different environments, but you shouldn't be in the weakness of your flesh. And then that's how you get distracted. You should be able to box yourself off, have an aura around you. When you think about your aura, have you ever been out and it was like people couldn't come but so close to you? That's that great energy. That's that protection. I owe myself everything. I work on being a better version of myself daily. That's what I'm talking about, Devontae, my brother, Mr. Williams. That's what I'm talking about. And the ones that's my age, we got to continue to pour into the young life. We were poured into also. Let's not forget that we were poured into also, or we would not be here. My message for the day is do not get caught up in the too many crowd. It's too many that got the money. It's too many that got the power. It's too many that got the position for us to be where we at. Do not find yourself hurting trying to love someone that doesn't love life, that doesn't motivate and inspire life. A greater way of living this human experience, a greater way of being here. Our communities, people got the money and the power and the position, and it's not enough of us that are using that money and power and position to bring a greater day for each and every and all of us. That's the problem. Too many Tuesdays. Too many of y'all. Too many of you rich, selfish motherfuckers. It's way, 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 way too many of y'all. It's too many of y'all that's using religion and twisting up the words when you give it to your people. It's too many mega churches. It's too much violence. It's too many BBLs out here. It's too much low self-esteem out here. It's too much of everything that's not helping us. It's not giving us anything at all, but more miserable days, more stressed out days. We continue to want to apply pressure to our brothers and sisters by being a part of the too many. And it's one or two. It's only one or two that want to push the greatness, that don't teeter-totter, that don't get caught up in, hey, this show over here that got booty shaking got 1 million people in there. I'm going to have them booty shaking on my show next week so I can get love. It's too many of y'all that want to clout chase. It's too many of y'all that take violence from the streets, and the way you give content is hurting that family. It's too many of y'all. It's too many of us that's truly all you got to say to break it down is that are in love with money. Any way you can get money, y'all push it to the limit. It's too many of y'all that push it all the way to the limit to where you teeter-totter, legal or illegal, all about the money. You only feel love. There's too many of y'all that only feel love when people are around you for the money you got, around you for the money you spent on your body, and how you would just give your body to anybody. How you just be throwing the money, the money, the money, the money. What money can buy, what it shows. It's too many of y'all that's finding that to feel a sustaining level of love for being that, the foundation of why people are around you and why they love you. It's too many. Way, way, way too many. So we got to work on it. Every time I do a show and I go live, I tell you to start holding yourself accountable. When you start holding yourself accountable, a hit dog gonna holler all the time. Because you'll be like, they can't be talking about me. I'm not that goddess that has to go get a BBL to feel like I gotta have that to attract a man. I'm not the god that feel like I gotta go have a Hellcat or a Urus or a Maybach truck to be able to attract a great woman. I'm not that. I'm not that. Yes, you're right. At 24, I'm learning so much. I love your mindset and how you speak back. So I appreciate that, family. I appreciate that. And get it early. You getting it early is going to, in your life, you're going to see your life just flourish. You're going to see how many situations that won't even come around you when you're not about the too many haters over there, the too many jealous over there, the too many conceited, the too many egos. You don't need to go around there to feel justification. You are made in God's unique like being. You are greatness everywhere you go. It's up to you to operate, to manifest, to be nothing but totally about that greatness at all times. You're not missing a beat if you're not doing what the too many is doing. You're not missing the beat. Get ahead of time instead of be caught behind time. Because I feel like a lot of people my age are behind time. Everyone's scattered when I got myself together. Say that. They're gonna scatter. People feel comfortable when you are on the same thing that they on, not really caring about life. Because that's what it comes down to when people are like, what's going on? You're not caring about life. If you feel like you got to be in the club all the time, you feel like you got to this, you feel like you got to that. And then it's crazy that you want to drag somebody else with you because you don't want to hold yourself accountable for having low self esteem. It's crazy how a lot of people are online. And you know why? They get online because that's the only time they get attention. There's no engaging. Yeah, he doing good at 24, and I appreciate that love also. But I don't want to keep y'all too much longer. I really want y'all to really invest your thoughts on too many. What is it too many of? My mom and dad, 53, still coming, bro. It's sad. They don't even check on me. Oh, well, I'm here, bro. I'm going to check on you. And you continue to let your light shine. You even in that household with your mom and your dad. You love on your mama hard, you love on your daddy harder, you love on your daddy hard, you love on your mama harder. Because that's when I talk about we all been programmed. Each generation has been programmed different. So don't just beat up or feel a certain kind of way about your family members. They're acting in the way that they were trained to act. And so many of us don't have someone that's going to motivate and inspire us not to be caught up in the too many, not to be caught up in the too many, not to think that you got to be around the masses to feel like you're somebody. Yes, I pray for them, even they. Oh, man. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You got this, bro. You got this, bro. And you know, I'm always here for you. And I love and compassion each and every one of y'all that tap in, that actually get something for them live. I appreciate y'all on YouTube. I appreciate you over here on TikTok. Anything that you would want to have a discussion with, drop it in the comments, drop it in the inbox. Come on, hit the link in the bio over here on TikTok and jump here on my live. Hey, bro, you uplift my spirit, bro, just to be able to actually reach somebody and really get it. I appreciate that so much, young man. You're going to be greatness also. And all of my older gentlemen and brothers, the gods and the goddesses, y'all make sure y'all send love and light Devontae's way. Hop in his inbox here day to day and be like, what's up with you, big guy? Ask him how his day is going. All these different kind of things. This is the love that we can give right now. Everybody may not have the money, and most people don't, but you do got love. Don't be caught up in the too many that don't want to give love or want to be paid to give love. Love should be given naturally. I want each and every one of y'all to have a great day. And as always, thank you all for tapping into the United We Fly Family 930 Voice Alarm Clock of Greatness with your KC Fam Moon Rock Focus. Y'all have a great day. I'm out. Peace.